Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Kelly Berger podcast. I'm the Kelly Berger, and this is the podcast. So, together, Kelly Berger podcast. And today we're on episode number 26, which is which will 26 will be next year, but we're a forward-thinking podcast. And today, my guest is local Minneapolis comedian Evan Wall. You can say hi, Evan.
That's right. I'm the guest on the Kelly Berger podcast. Hey, everybody.
Yep, you're guest number 26. And I've known Evan for quite a few years. Like, we both started out in developing the Minneapolis comedy scene together.
That's right.
hmm This is a fantastic start. It's just your straight answer. It's that tells me you're a
Well,
real handy.
I can expand on it. You didn't ask me a question. I was just
Uh,
doing the ad libs in the background. I was going, yeah,
I know I'm
uh-huh.
also.
It's true.
This will be like the quickest podcast ever. We'll just go straight shooting. But yeah, Evan started in the comedy Minneapolis scene together. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like what year did you start in Minneapolis? Was it the late teens?
Uh yeah, I met you outside of Galactic Pizza and and yeah, I don't know. Just a bunch of sets since then and getting to know each other.
Yep. And you also had your turn of running the Terminal Comedy Empire.
That's right. That's right. Kept it kept it afloat through COVID.
hmm
That was brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great.
Yeah. That was. I think you were also running at the time, or I think it was right before I started doing showcases there.
Yeah, I think so.
hmm Yeah. The terminals. Oh yeah. How was Terminal Fest? Was you part of that yesterday?
It was awesome. The
Nice.
energy was great. Uh, it was fun, man. Everyone was having a good time. It was unbelievably fun.
Nice. And what sections would it have?
Yeah,
Like the showcase and the revolver and the dating show?
yeah. It started off with an open mic, and then maybe there was a showcase after the mic. I'm not sure, but I got there right when the Velocity Improv started. That's something that Matt Rizzo came up with, where it's there's two coaches, people that play coach basically for a bunch of different improv teams, groups of three. They assign your teammates, and then you just get thrown. You go up against another team. You both get thrown the same premise, and you just see which group can be funnier. And that was a blast. Everyone had a good time. There's some funny stuff, and it was great, dude. And then after
Nice.
that, it was the short joke contest. And so everyone shared their one-liners, or not. Some people didn't do one-liners. They did like the first leg of a bit. You know what I mean? They you can tell it's like a longer bit, but they just do the first joke in the bit. It just had to be under 15 seconds. And then after that was um the dating show, and then after that was Revolver. But I got out of there before the dating show ended. I was gonna try to catch the end of it, but I was just like, I'm out of here. I don't, I'm tired.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. Apparently, it went till 2 a.m. I talked to Andrew Himmer this morning, and it went till 1:30, packed. People were just having a great time. The energy was right. No bullshit. No fights or anything.
That's
It was
good.
just comedy.
Yeah, and Terminal's known for having like a super long open mic. Like it starts at 6 and it goes until like 11 or 12 at night. And I like the premise of Terminal where it's just like
Yeah,
the gates are open. Like anyone who wants to get up will get up no matter their station in the scene or their current status.
yeah. It's nice. I like that it's really equal. I think it's kind of funny to me. I was thinking about that the other day. Just like I think we all get caught up in like status or how long you've been doing comedy, this or that. But you're only as funny as like however funny your last set was, you
Yep.
know? As Andre 3000 says, you're only as funky as your last cut. So it doesn't really matter
hmm
uh how long you've been doing it. If the guy who goes up after you, if it's his first time and he's kills, doesn't, you know what I mean? Like
hmm
then he's killing it, you know what I mean? And you're not. So I don't know about all that it's a something to avoid. I think you got to keep your head on straight and don't let your past accomplishments go to your head or anything.
Hmm. Well, comedy sort of like business, like each business has like its ebbs and flows, and it depends on like the product and the current marketing conditions. Like you can be like have like big credentials, like late show credentials, and then if you take a break from it and you're not really in sync with like the crowd's momentum, it can be like a mismatch, especially like when you take go from like the cities out into the rural areas.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, have you been seeing that?
Yeah, it's especially in the last couple of years when I've been doing more of the mics around my hometown that I've been doing by myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, have you brought other people out there? I know you brought me and Aiden out there. That was awesome.
Yep.
Have you done any other things like that?
Oh, you're talking about the
Who'd you bring out?
12 mile showcase we had last May.
Okay.
Yep. We
Yeah.
that's another mic thing we should talk about the showcase. It was that place I did two shows there. The owner doesn't want to do any more of them because of how the crowd
No.
turned out. And also, it's like
Yep.
it was also a great example of like trying to work with people who the owner originally wanted the show to last 3 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah.
3 hour comedy show. Well, how and what is it? 2 hours outside of the city?
Yep. Because his
Yeah,
idea is
that's
like
tough.
he normally does music there, so he's thinking like if people like have like 3 hour music shows, which is a lot easier to do because people can not be invested in the music. But with comedy, you have to be in there focused, and if you want to have a 3 hour comedy show
Yeah.
out there, it has to be like an open mic, and that just wears people down.
Yeah. It
But the owner,
can.
but the owner was willing to try it, and he was willing to pay. So that's the experience. That's the
Yeah.
positive parts.
Yep. True. What's new, man? What's going on?
Well, I just got done doing a farming harvest job, so I'm getting closer to getting to ending my time up in the mountains and getting back into a more active scene.
What are you farming?
The last farming job I did was a potato farm.
Oh, really?
Yep, I just spent like 12
What's
to
that like?
it was very therapeutic. It was just a nice break, just focusing on inspecting potatoes for like 12 to 14 hours.
Every day.
Yeah, I've almost worked like every day for the past 2 weeks because of the heat pushed back the harvest.
And what kind of potatoes are they?
They're the ones that go into fast food places like Wendy's.
Ooh, I like Wendy's fries.
Yep. When you eat them, you can think of me, and
Nice.
you can call me up and say thank you.
I will. I'll make sounds into the microphone too.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, it was a nice job to have. And let's see. I also want to talk about your time in New York. We'll go switch gears to go all the way out there.
sure.
Yep, you moved to New York in the middle of 2021.
Something like that. Yeah. I
Hmm.
think that's right. Yep.
Yep, and what was
There's
your ex
good deals on right.
Yep, and what was your experience out in New York like? What was like the major difference you saw the difference between New York and the Minneapolis scene?
Well, they're completely different animals. Um, I don't know. It feels like New York scene is like 20 times bigger.
Hmm.
And you know, there's um, it's overwhelming how many comics there are and how few it feels like um slots there are, I guess, in the world of comedy. And that's really overwhelming. And you
Yeah.
get this pressure um that you have to like the city like puts this pressure on you to succeed, which is awesome. That's like the good, that's the positive and the
Mhm.
negative of it. Um,
Yeah, it's sort of like running on a treadmill where you have to
I
keep
love it.
going.
No, just like just you just if you're it makes you feel really competitive and maybe that's not how everyone feels there, but um I think it brings out the best and the worst of you at the same time. It's awesome. I love it.
Yep. And what do you mean, like it's bring out like the best and worst? Like it's you see so many like high caliber comics and also people doing like backstabbing.
Mm, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the funniest people I've met, like usually they're not really comedians or anything, but like the funniest people I met in life are like um not they're like the least concerned about acting professional. You know what I mean? Like the funniest guys you meet are these guys who act out of control at work and you don't understand how they haven't been fired. And the reason they haven't been fired is because they're so funny. And and then you are in the world of comedy and you've got a bunch of people who are trying to have a job as a professional comedian and they are more concerned with an HR department than the guy who's actually got an HR department. And there's no HR department in comedy.
I know.
So it's just weird this sheepishness that you see sometimes. And so like that's like kind of a I don't know what brings that out of people.
Well, I think
Um the
maybe it's
funniest
better.
people I know in my life are like the funniest people I know in my life like I go I should not I get it I guess 'cause I'm like I shouldn't go to this place with this person, they're gonna act a fool,
Hmm.
but it's fun,
Hmm.
you know.
And
And
I
you
think
know,
I
it's
think the
fun
reason
to
why okay, I think the reason why so many comedians are more like have that PR HR mindset is like maybe is the way the internet's been treating comedy in the past couple years where everyone's like on constant display and under critical review.
maybe, but honestly, it's not even most comics are pretty much savages. Like it's I think it's also um it's such a small part of the whole thing. I think it, dude, it honestly, the difference is different for everyone. It's just where do you feel inspired at the time where you're at in life? Where do you want to be? And are you coming up with jokes and New York was great when I was there and I loved it and uh, I came up with a lot of funny stuff and loved life and
Hmm.
I feel the same here. And when I lived in Nashville, I had uh, some great creative periods as well. So
Yep.
I don't know, man. You just gotta listen to your heart, I think. And if you try to analyze it too much, you know, it's like kind of pointless almost because it's different for everyone.
Hmm. When you were up in New York, were you able to watch
And
any
it's all
shows?
about the people.
Yep.
Go
And
ahead, sorry.
were you able to watch any shows at the Comedy Cellar or any other major clubs up in New York?
Yeah, man, I saw some shows at the Cellar that was cool. Uh, got to see David Tell a bunch,
Nice.
Godfrey. Um, yeah, those guys are awesome. Saw Shane Gillis at the Fat Black Pussycat Lounge or whatever it's called, and he was hilarious. And and then at the stand, I don't know who I saw. Tons of people. I saw Paul Verzi at the stand. I saw oh man, who's that Jewish guy who came up with Colin Quinn and all those guys? They always give him a hard time. He's buff. He's a buff Jewish guy.
Let's see. I forgot his name. Was he on Saturday Night Live in the Weekend Update chair?
No,
I was thinking about
no,
Colin Quinn.
no, not Colin Quinn. Like he came up with Colin Quinn. Um, whatever. I don't know. I saw some guys that were just super funny and great comics, and it just, uh, yeah, man. I don't know. It was cool. And this, I don't know. This scene's different. It's just different people.
Hmm.
So, um, it's cool to be back in Minneapolis because there's all these comics that I had never met, and it's almost like a brand new scene. You know, that's all a
Hmm.
scene is just people. So, um, it's
Nice.
great. Everything's good.
Yep. And I also want to talk about like this thing you started up in New York, the show you started with your friend, the comedy karaoke.
Yes, with my good friend Brian Eck. Brian was the mastermind behind that one. This
Yep.
is how I've realized how I know a good idea because um that when he came up with that idea, all I said was criticisms of it. When he came up with the idea, like we should shoot people reading jokes on the street, I was like, oh, I would never work, da, 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 da. And I was just thinking like that could never work.
Yep.
And
And for the
and
viewers
then I
out there,
came the next day
for the viewers out there, do you want to explain what comedy karaoke is?
yeah, it's a show called Joke Karaoke,
Okay.
and comics we write jokes on pieces of paper, and then we go outside and we ask people if they would like to read some jokes, and then we give them jokes and we film it and we share it on the internet.
Yep.
But Brian's holding it down right now. I'm about to send him some jokes, but it's his show, and I'm a like I'm so glad that he came up with that because that was the most fun I had in New York was writing with Brian and going out there and just racking our brain for jokes and he would like poison me with zins. Like I can't handle zins, but we'd be in the Starbucks and we would just be like drinking coffee, taking zins, and I'm not built for that shit. But we would just be trying to write jokes and then yeah, just go out there and give jokes to people. And but when Brian first came up with it, I was like, that's not a good idea. And now when I go through life, whenever I have a reaction to something and I go, that's not a good idea to somebody, I double take. I go, well, that might actually be the best idea ever. If I
Hmm.
don't like it, it's probably good.
Yeah, my
So
my favorite thing about
that's
nothing was seeing you guys bring these jokers and these jokes to random New Yorkers, and some of the New Yorkers react saying like that's a rude joke. And
yeah, you know, the reactions are fun.
yep, what was your favorite reaction from somebody reading a joke?
Um, uh, I like it when people get really upset. It's always funny. Like when it's always really funny if they get upset at a joke that like, oh man, if they got upset at that joke, good thing we good thing we didn't give them the other jokes.
Hmm.
Or like when I'm trying to think of the funniest reaction. When people have a tagline, that's always funny. Like I gave a dude a joke. Yeah, dude, just people tagging up jokes is my favorite. If you know, get when you give to someone and you're surprised at how funny they are. But also people just getting pissed is the best.
Yeah.
It's usually women.
Because you made them say something on camera that could be used against them in an HR meeting.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, usually they get mad before they say it out loud.
Hmm. And have you done that show in Nashville?
Yeah, we were doing it in Nashville for a while. Had some fun jokes down there. And Broadway is a great place to do it. You got a bunch of people drinking on vacation, having a blast. The streets are crowded. People can't wait to read a joke. In New York, we had to hunt people down, even though there's so many people on the streets. Like people are suspicious of it. Like,
Hmm.
a lot of people are Europeans on vacation. They barely speak English. And, it was you got to worry about like physical threats and stuff. Like there's
Hmm.
just a mixed bag. You gotta worry about people on fentanyl while one of us is doing a joke. Meanwhile, someone, some weirdo is next to us out of frame, you know. You don't want to stay in the same spot for too long sometimes.
Hmm.
It was harder in New York. And then in Nashville, people would just line up. They couldn't wait to be on the show. So that's fun.
Yep. Do you ever think about bringing it to Minneapolis with your buddy if he ever comes up to visit?
Yeah, he's gonna come up here. We're gonna do some.
Nice. How do you think people would react in Minneapolis versus Nashville, New York? Would people be more open to it, or do you think some of the Minnesotans would be passive aggressive?
I don't know if they'd be passive aggressive. I think they'd be a little I don't think they're very outgoing. I don't think we're the most outgoing people. And if there's any risk involved with anything, they're very risk averse. And
Mhm.
so if the risk is looking stupid, people won't take that risk. But I could be wrong. I mean, there's all sorts of people here, so maybe we'll find some people. Mall of America is probably good, not
Mhm.
many brain cells in that place, so
Yeah, and also
people don't even care
a
if
vast variety of
it's
people
risky.
coming in to visit, like tourists, locals. Yeah, I could see you guys doing it outside the
Exactly.
House of Comedy.
It'd be perfect outside the House of Comedy.
Yep. And also, I'm just gonna ask, like, what made you decide to move from New York to Nashville?
Um, we were both running out of money and didn't have good jobs in New York, and um, it seemed like we were both about to be in a pinch. Like I do maintenance, and the maintenance jobs in New York pay like, you know, very low. And
Mhm.
as soon as I got to I had a job lined up in Nashville before I even got there that was like it paid like 40% more than it would have in New York. And
Wow.
so we just had to like get our finances together. And Nashville was a good city for it because it's got Broadway, and it either had to be like Miami, Nashville, Austin, or LA. And it just seemed like financially the best decision at the time was Nashville.
Mhm.
So we bounced over to Nashville, and it was awesome. Met all tons of cool people, funny people in Nashville. Great scene.
Yep. Was it painful leaving New York because you got to see so many
Oh
great
yeah,
comics? Hmm.
for me it was just painful to leave New York because uh I've got like I think I think my a lot of my best memories are in New York. So it was hard to leave because I've just got so many good memories there.
Yep.
So it was really hard to leave. And I hope I can get back there one day.
Yep.
I mean, I guess I could pack up and go there tomorrow if I wanted to, but
Mhm.
right now I'm just focused on other stuff.
Yep. Any specific memories you'd like to share? Like anything outside of comedy, like just experiencing like the culture of the city and the different kinds of people there?
I loved doing comedy in the park and like just doing like just because you can just if you want, you can start yelling in the park and people will listen. Like you can just start yelling jokes and like people perform in parks. So you can perform stand-up because people perform music. It's like very common. And so it's not that big of a stretch. Like people, okay, I mean, maybe I could do it here, but it feels very natural in New York. And I loved that. And I always felt like it was like my favorite thing about I like a lot of things about comedy, but I always like how it's like reassuring before you go on stage that you realize like, oh, I don't have to hide anything about myself. Like there's no point. If like there's nothing um I need to like be anxious about as far as like hiding who I am because like comedy is like that. You just shouldn't, you know, it's you know what I'm talking about. You shouldn't
Yep.
hide the things you're ashamed of on stage or anything. It's the opposite. You should let it show.
Yep.
And then in the park, it's like very it just you just get a crazy high just doing it in the park. I don't know. Like
Yep.
I did it once in the park with some friends, and then they really weren't having a good time. And we were walking out of the park, out of Washington Square at night, and I was like, I was really having a great time. So we walked past another group of people, and I was like, please, people, don't ask me to do a set right now because I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't ask me to. If even one of you ask me to do it, I'll do it. And then someone was like, do it. And so I started doing a set.
Hmm.
And my friends, I wasn't close with them or anything, but they kept walking. They wanted nothing to do with this. They're like, enough of this, man. This is a waste of time. I ran into them later, and one of them told me like, dude, I felt like that was a waste of time. And he's a funny guy, but it's just like not for him. And and meanwhile they left and I was alone at like, I don't know, 10:30 p.m. in Washington Square just doing comedy alone, no microphone, and bombing to be honest. And it's so hard alone. And then while I'm bombing, a girl comes up to me and she's like, excuse me, can you be quiet? I'm like, what? And she's like, "We're trying to film something over there. We pulled a permit. We need you to stop yelling." So I was disturbing, their filming or whatever. And I was bombing. But the funny thing is I was bombing, but the people watching, they wanted me to keep going, uh, even though even though she asked me to stop. They wanted me to keep going. And I just remember how that felt walking away from that. Like I stopped and I left. And people, even though I completely bombed, people were like, "Hey man, keep it up. Keep it up." Like people were really nice to me. Like it was crazy. I couldn't believe how nice everyone was being to me as I walked out of the park.
Yeah, that,
And they didn't feel bad for me. They were just like they were nice. They're like, "Keep it up, man." Like that was like I think they just how I was feeling, like I was feeling very free. I
mhm.
think they felt that way or picked up on that and they liked it, even though the joke sucked. Like the material was not hitting. They just liked my energy or something. And that was a great memory. That is a great memory for me because it was just like it couldn't have been worse. My friends left me. I'm alone. I'm bombing, and a really pretty girl, told me to shut up while I'm bombing. Like she's in my face with a clipboard, and it
Huh.
was like one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, it sounds like a great memory, even
So
though everything went wrong, and there was sort of like a beauty in that.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It felt great, and I slept like with a big smile on my face that night.
Yeah, did that experience make you think of Southern theater or Ball's Cabaret?
Oh, yes, Balls Cabaret. Yeah, kind of. Balls Cabaret was like that, where you're no microphone, late at night, low energy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is similar.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should. I'll quickly explain what Ball's Cabaret is to the people listening. Like, Ball's Cabaret was a variety open mic that happened in the Southern Theater in Minneapolis. It was a cabaret, a variety open mic where everyone could do everything. It started at midnight, and it was a open mic where people could sing, do poetry, do juggling acts, and Ball's rules was like this is a place will be uncensored, but this is also a sober room, and you can say whatever you want. And believe you me, we've seen everything.
That's what she, yeah, that's right. It's Leslie.
Yep,
Yeah.
Leslie Ball. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Is, is Ball's Cabaret still going on?
Yeah. It's on Sundays in the afternoons at Strike Theater, I think at 2 o'clock p.m. And it's great. Similar vibe, a little more family friendly now because it's not at midnight. And you know, free show. You can make donations if you want. They got candy for sale.
Mhm.
And Leslie's still uh I don't know what to call her, like a sweet, supportive, uh beautiful old lady. I don't know. Like
Mhm.
like she is. Like, she's stunning, but then she's also like 70, but she's just the best. So
Mhm.
I love
I,
her.
I kind of want to be. I wish I could would have been there, like one of those weird acts happened during that show. Like I heard the story of like one guy who went into like an angry, naked rant on texting.
Dude, there's some instances where you're like there's a mentally unstable person on stage and you worry. You're like, am I about to get shot? Like, do I have to fucking do something here? Because then you look around the room and it's a bunch of people who they're not like physically capable of stopping a shooter. It's like really old geezers in there sometimes,
Mhm.
and then you got kids too, and then you got that happened once. I don't want to like badmouth it. It only happened once, but
Mhm.
I was like scared. But I guess the guy was a regular, but I was scared. I was like, dude, this guy is gonna hurt somebody. But
Yeah.
that happens a lot at comedy shows too, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah. It's an open mic.
People are so anxious.
Like you never know who's gonna pop up. And I still remember that one guy who was like that presidential historian who would always have those facts about like any president you would shout out. Do you remember that guy?
Is that Ari? Because Ari does language stuff. I don't know if he does presidents too.
Yeah, maybe I forgot the guy's name, but I just remembered he was like a presidential historian, and he was also in that
Mm.
commercial for collecting the screams at the Mall of America.
Yeah, I think that's Ari. Uh, he was in a Coen Brothers film as well.
Nice. Wonder which one.
Yeah, and he's like a language professor at the U of M. I forget the name of it. It's not one of the hits, but I still gotta watch it. I'm sure it's good.
All right. Yeah,
Actually,
well,
I'm not sure it's good. I watched the Coen Brothers movie and I didn't like it at all. The fucking Buster something. No, not Buster. I don't know. Dude,
the cowboy one, Buster Hoggs.
no, 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 not that one. It was about a screenwriter.
Hmm.
It had John Goodman in it. John Goodman played a crazy neighbor. I kind of liked it. It just wasn't very funny or thrilling, but it was interesting, I guess.
It sounds like it was a movie made by filmmakers for filmmakers, just by the premise alone.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's right.
All right. Well, I want to bring the conversation back to your time in Nashville. What was that scene like?
I'd say that seems a lot like Minneapolis. Um you've got like lots of places to perform, and then you've got Zanies, which is that club that everyone really wants to perform at. And and uh and you've just got, well, actually Nashville's got, I'd say I'd say probably those comics are making more money. The local comics in Nashville, I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm guessing they're making more money than the Minneapolis people because they've got some big guys like Zach Townsend and Aaron Weber. And they've also got some huge guys, obviously like Theo Vaughn and there's some like Christian comics. I don't even know their names, but there's some huge comics that live in Nashville. And then you got Zach Townsend, Aaron Weber, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple. Um,
Let's see. I think
and so you just got like
I heard Josh
a
Wolf
strong
moved out
scene.
there.
I don't know that guy.
He's another pretty famous comedian.
Oh, you see, yeah, it's a big more money probably those comics are making. Oh, if Fiona Cawley lives down there. She's a
Yep.
pretty good in the wheelchair.
Yep. I've seen her on
And
Kill Tony.
yep, exactly. So you got some heavy hitters. Uh yeah, it's a bit more money in the comedy down there probably, but as far as like if you're if you're a local act, it's very similar to being in Minneapolis.
Hmm. Yep. And also, Nashville's like in a location where you're close to other major scenes.
Yeah, if you want to do some road work, you can go out to Ohio and Kentucky and, you know, Illinois, all that.
Yep. And I also heard Nashville is also like a very big, clean comedy scene down there too.
I guess so. Yeah, I know that there's a clean comedy collective, and and then Aaron Weber is, I think is his name. I think his name's Aaron Weber. Am I doing the right Aaron? I hope so. Anyways, it doesn't matter. And he works clean, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, there's a lot of people trying to work pretty clean down there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think the church probably has something to do with that. Just people grew up there in the church.
It's a more religious community down there than Minneapolis and New York.
Oh, definitely. Oh, dude, Minneapolis, New York is for heathens. It's fucking bunch of sinners. Nashville, you got good Christians.
Yeah, and did you ever
But
check out
yeah,
like
man.
the country scene down in Nashville? I know they got the Grand Old Opry and
Yeah, yeah. Went to a bluegrass show, listened to some music here and there at bars. And yeah, man. I had a friend who's a great music songwriter, who's a comic, name's Nevin Dykes. Showed me some of his music. He used to write for one of the labels down there. And it's tons of music, man. It attracts, a lot of the most talented songwriters in the country.
Mhm. Yeah, do you think that's a good mixture like the have a good music scene and comedy scene?
Hmm. I don't know, man. I see. I don't really. I maybe I'm stupid. I don't really think in terms of the scene. I guess. I guess I do a little bit. Um, Anywhere where you can get butts and seats and an opportunity to
Hmm.
perform is great.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess music can be helpful, but I don't know how much that affects. whether comedians are able to pull in butts and seats, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe there's more venues with stages, so that I guess that's a good thing. But Minneapolis is a music town too, you know. It's got
Yep, First
different
Avenue.
scene, you got hardcore stuff here, heavy metal. Yeah, First Avenue, you got, oh, I mean, tons of bars have stages here. So, um, but yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Yep, and may I ask, like, what made you move out of Nashville back to Minneapolis? Was it just
I
personal
was just so
situation?
fucking homesick.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just, dude, no, I was just homesick. And, you know, I think Brian and I put too much pressure on Joke Karaoke to be like this thing that we could both make a living off of. And it didn't turn out that way. As soon as we started making money off of it, you know, like TikTok stopped paying us and Instagram stopped paying us, Facebook stopped paying us, everybody stopped paying us. And so that pressure just um sorry, my uncle's calling me. I'm hanging up on him.
All right.
Yeah, that there's that pressure. And so that was like counterproductive for creativity. And then
Hmm.
I was also just really homesick. So that's also counterproductive when it's like, man, I just want to be at home. And I don't think you can really be a good business partner or creative partner if you're don't want to be in that place, you
Hmm.
know? Like you don't want to work with someone who doesn't want to be there. So that was me. And so I just really I missed Minnesota so much. I was just so homesick, dude. I was fucking listening to Atmosphere. That's when you know it's bad. You listen to Atmosphere, dude.
What's Atmosphere? Is that a band?
That's yeah, it's a rap group from Minneapolis.
Okay.
It's for white boys. It's
For sad white boys?
yeah, or happy. I mean, yeah, it's I guess mostly for sad white boys, but they got happy songs.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, man, I was just homesick.
Yep. And how did it feel to be back in Minneapolis after your experience with like New York and Nashville? Do you feel like you came back to Minneapolis with something new to give? And do you notice any difference between Minneapolis now than it was when you left?
Hmm. I don't know if I have anything to give. I guess I am a little older and wiser and just you know, I think I have a little better understanding of the business and uh, you know, there's awesome people here. I've been making skits with Cam Amos and Dante Jefferson and I don't know, and my brother. And I don't know. I guess yeah, I guess I do have the thing I'm bringing, I guess, that I have with me now, and that is why I'm so grateful that Brian pushed us to start Joke Karaoke was like I know now there's no like imposter syndrome. Like I know
Hmm.
if I invest my time into something and I really work hard at something in comedy that it can pay off in a huge way. And you know, it's not like me asking myself if I'm crazy all the time if we're trying to, you know, dedicate my life to this to jokes. Now I kind of know like, oh no, no, if I keep doing this and you know, keep my head on straight, uh, you know, good things can happen and will happen.
Yep,
So
it's
I bring that, like, just that knowledge.
yep, it's always scary to start like some brand new project because you know we're not know where it's gonna go. It made me think of that movie, the one about the first Saturday Night Live. Have you seen that one?
Is that the one that's about um the magazine or
It's about
Lampoon?
no, it's about Saturday Night Live. It's about the first night. I think it's called Night One of Saturday Night Live.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a very good
What's it?
movie. It's
Oh
about the
yeah.
first night Saturday Night Live went on the air, and like minutes beforehand, there was like total chaos in the studio. Like no one knows what's going on, and the studio execs almost canceled before it even started.
Oh wow. Sounds like quite the drama.
Yeah, I watched it up in Brainerd, which was like miles from the theater when I started doing acting and all that stuff. So it was sort of surreal, like being back so close to the theater scene where I started before doing comedy.
You were an actor before you did comedy?
I did a little few plays in Central Lakes College.
What plays did you do?
I did. I was an extra in Chicago, and I also did this one play called the Laramie Project. That's the
Hmm.
one about
I didn't.
Math. That's the one about Matthew Shepard, who was a gay teen who got killed in the late '90s.
Were you the guy who killed him?
No, I was his accomplice,
Gay, you were a gay guy's accomplice or the killer's accomplice?
the killer's accomplice in the play. I want to make that very clear
What? Yeah, of course. What did? Why'd they kill him?
because he was gay. It was
Well,
late. It was late '90s rural cowboy homophobia.
did your character get talked into it, or what was the deal there? You were the accomplice?
Yeah, it was over 20 years ago. Well, almost 20 years ago. I just realizing how old I am.
Yep.
And I'm also gonna watch the movie Boys Don't Cry. Watch that one when if I can find it.
Nice.
Yep, and let's see. Oh, there's also another thing I want to talk about. I recently discovered you have a complaint line you set up.
Yeah, I actually. So yeah, did you submit a complaint?
Let's see, one anonymously. I wonder if you got it.
That's the beautiful thing. It goes straight to the trash. I don't even get it. I don't get any of them. It broke. It used to go to my email, but the complaint line broke, so now it just disappears into the ether. So who knows, man? I was wondering that the other day. I was like, what if there's some people trying to get a hold of me? But I was like, nobody needs a complaint line, so I can just keep it how it is, just broken.
That's a nice little troll.
Yeah.
I sent one you anonymously. I sent one as Donald J. Trump.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said you should quit comedy because you're too gay.
That's great.
Yeah, I've kept that anonymous.
That's good. Yeah.
And then my suggestion to you to get better was just like owning the libs in a masturbation contest.
That's great.
Yep.
I should probably fix it because it's right there on my Instagram bio. So I'm probably missing out on some good laughs because probably
Yep.
when I make new friends or whatever and they follow me on Instagram, I'm sure a lot of people, the first thing they do is submit a complaint. So I should probably fix that.
Did you read any of them, or was it just straight to the trash right away?
I used to read them. I got a fucking, yeah, yeah, I used to read them. There were some funny ones, but my website stopped working and it costs, I have to pay money if I want to fix it. And I don't want to do that.
Any complaints you want to mention?
Um, no, I mean I've gotten complaints in my DMs on Instagram that are more legit than anything. They're not really complaints. Like there's this girl who I used to work with and she thinks I'm possessed by a demon and she reaches out a couple times a year just to um reprimand me for being possessed by a demon.
Right.
She accused me of jacking off in front of kids at a park, just in my DMs,
Ooh.
not to anyone else.
Well, for
And
her sake, uh,
it's very funny when I was leaving Joke Karaoke because she DM'd me, but she also DM'd Joke Karaoke. Brian was like, it'd be funny to take this message because it was so unhinged. And to say like, unfortunately, we had to let Evan go from Joke Karaoke due to
yeah.
jacking off in front of kids at a park. But
Well, for her sake, I just want you to bring your head closer to the screen. I'll put some holy water on you.
thank you.
All right.
Yes, good.
That should that
That's
should do
not her
this.
religion. That won't work for her.
Oh, in
She's
that case,
Muslim.
I'll just drink this holy water.
Drink that holy water. Yeah, good. Alhamdulillah, brother. Yeah, so stuff like that. Why, you ever get any fucking crazy complaints?
Not yet, which I don't know if it's a sign of a good thing, but whenever I see like a comic who's like really bad who posts like a thing on YouTube, like the thing that bugs me is like all the comments they get are super supportive because it's from their friends or people who want to fuck them.
There you go. That's always good to brag about.
And then whenever I see like a comic do very good, it's always weird. Like the professionals, like they're the videos that get like the most complaints or the jokes taken out of context.
Yeah. No, I think you know what I think, man. Complaints about comedy. It's like you should only be complaining if you paid to see the show and the comedian didn't show up, really.
Hmm. And also, most of the complaints you get from the internet are from people who don't even go to comedy. So, what kind of advice are you getting there?
Yeah. So when
Uh,
are you coming back from the potato farm, dude? You
Oh,
coming back to Minneapolis?
I just got done with the harvest. I'm just getting things organized, talking things over with some certain people, and we'll see what happens in the next step. I'm not going to mention anything publicly because I'm still weighing out the pros and cons. Like maybe I'll go here, maybe I'll go here.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, how many people listen to this?
Oh, it's the goal right now is my goal for this is to get like 50 views for video. Like this is just like
Nice.
one of my mottos, one of the best advices I've read in writing is like it's better be done than good.
No, that's true.
Yeah, because if you focus on trying to make everything perfect, all polished, like you'll never get anything done. And if you just focus on getting things done, yeah, sure, some episodes will be sloppy, you'll make mistakes, you'll look weird, but you'll be rolling towards a bigger thing, and you'll get, and also you'll have more muscle memory of like performing, which is why the best advice in comedy is just to keep doing it, and not just in comedy and everything. Like,
Yeah, agreed.
mhm. And that's like the
Yep,
best way.
100%.
That's also like the best way boys learn, like through action.
Yeah,
Like I struggled as a kid just sitting down retaining information.
yep, agreed. I need to bang my head against the wall.
Hmm. I also hate when I go to new jobs and they just make us sit through a PowerPoint and it just you fall asleep just standing still.
Yep.
All right. All right, before you go, I started this new thing where I ask the comics at the end of each episode these same two questions, and we're almost near the hour mark. So I'm gonna ask the first question. I'm gonna ask. I ask this question of all comics at the end of the thing is, can I see your joke book?
I cannot show you my joke book because let's see. It's on my phone. My
Uh,
eh, I write loose ideas all over in all sorts of notepads. I don't have like one joke book. I have 20 fucking legal pads. And then every so often I go through the legal pads. I rip a sheet out. If there's anything funny on there, I put it in my phone. If there's nothing good, I throw it out.
all
And
right.
no matter what, I throw it out. So that's what I do.
So right now I'm looking at you from the view from your joke book. So I'm sort of like inside the Evan Wall writing experience.
That's right. So now you have to go ahead. What did I write down?
You're like, well, I just like awkward podcast interview.
It's not that awkward. I mean, it's on Zoom, so it's gonna have weird rhythm, but it's good to see
Yeah.
you. Good to talk to you.
Yep, you can put your finger on the screen. You can just act like you're typing out a joke. So we'll see what it's like. This is Evan Wall writing a joke.
When people show their joke book, then what do you do? Do you ask to see a joke?
Well, I like to see what they use their vessel for a writing process,
See.
and it's always just fun to see like people's different joke books. Like some people have like this big legal pad. Some people do on their phones. Some people have like a hardcover. Here, I'll show you mine. This is mine. It's a hardcover from Walmart, and I put some stickers on it.
Nice,
Makes it sort
nice.
of feel kind of holy, and I always carry it with me wherever I go when because you never know when a good idea is going to pop in.
Yeah, you always want to be able to remember the good ideas. What's the last good idea you wrote down?
Let's see. Here, I just wrote down a title. All right, I just wrote down Charlie Brown and the Manosphere.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's gonna be something cool.
Nice. Good. He really starts hating Lucy like more than ever.
Well, she tries to keep kicking the football, she keeps pulling away. Sort of like how when a guy tries to approach a girl he's crushing too hard on.
Sure,
Like
I
just
see the parallel there. So does he like develop does his pimp hands get stronger? And when she tries to move the football, he He's what does he do? What do you do at that point?
Yeah, I think he just goes away and starts his own podcast and becomes Andrew Tate.
He gets yoked. Maybe that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just the main parallel is like he's bald, Tate's bald, similar.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. And also my final question I asked is like, who's your favorite TV or fictional movie character?
Hmm. I don't know. Right now I'm watching The Sopranos. I like Tony Soprano.
Oh, nice. I just I just finished The Sopranos a couple weeks ago. I took the time to finally watch that show.
Pretty good.
Yep. So your favorite character is Tony out of the whole show?
He yeah, so far he's the only character I've really gotten to know. The, I really like the Steve Van Zant's character too. I think he's funny.
Silvio?
Yeah, he's funny. And yeah. Yeah. How about you? Who's your favorite fictional character?
Well, my favorite character is Tony, but the character who I think I relate the most to is Artie the chef.
Artie the Chef. Yeah, good character.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like Tony Soprano. What's your favorite fictional characters out of any show? Like any show or movie?
Yep, I already gave this answer in our previous podcast, but my favorite fictional character is Marv from Sin City.
Okay, I don't even know what that show is.
It's a movie from 2005. Was made by Robert Rodriguez.
Is it good?
Very good. It's a classic.
Okay, I'll have to watch it.
Yep, Marv is my favorite character because thing I like about Marv, like he's strong but also flawed at the same time. He's a self-described
Hmm.
loser, but
Hmm.
he tries to do things the right way, and he also has a very cool haircut that I try to emulate whenever I go to the barber.
Right on. You know who I like? I like Randy Marsh from My Name is Earl.
Nice. You
That's
mean
a good character.
I'm trying to
Is
think
it not
of
Randy Marsh? Randy Marsh from South Park. Sorry,
yeah, he's
Randy.
the dad.
I just like
Oh,
Randy from My Name is Earl.
Earl's brother, Randy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Hickey. Randy Hickey. And I like Randy Marsh too. Randy Marsh might be actually my that might be my true favorite fictional character right there.
the South Park
Randy Marsh
dad.
is great. Yeah, he's great. I always picture him with the fucking balls in the wheelbarrow from that episode where he had the like world's biggest balls or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Does he make you think like about your dad or other dads in general, like somebody who's trying to do the best thing to support his family, but still being like that flawed character?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, this I think this is a where we can end it. Like, where can people find you, Evan?
They can find me Thursdays at Terminal Bar, or anywhere in the city where there's comedy happening. And they can also find me at EVNWALL. That's my Instagram. And they can find me, that's probably the best place to find me at EVNWALL.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Evan. It was good seeing you over on the podcast, and hopefully, I'll see you in person
In the
soon.
flesh. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I look forward to it. When are you coming down to Minneapolis next?
I have no idea. It depends on how things turn out. But it was nice
Okay. Well, keep me in
seeing.
the loop, bro.
All right, I will. Well, this has been the Kelly Burger Podcast. We are done with the episode, and Burger out.